Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news for the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I'm smiling. I'm going up to that circus. We ain't had no circus in a while because we know what kind of fights we're getting in the heavyweight division. We got Dillian White, Joseph Parker. We wanted to get Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, but we got Joshua versus Povetkin, the one I'm going to dinner when that one happened, right? But it's going to happen, whatever. Heavyweights. I'm more excited about Joseph Parker and Dillian White, to be honest with you. But whatever, and I ran across a headline that interested me, of course, because I want to see, everybody's perspective, instead of just ridiculous comments or something like that. Just, other perspectives out there, and about the negotiation with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. And, I rode with Joseph Parker, rode with Joe, right? So his promoter, Dave Higgins, said, man, shoot, man, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm talking about a whole bunch of stuff. He was talking about, Deontay Wilder and them wanting that 50-50, that 50-50%, right? 50-50 split. They better come back down to earth. That ain't supposed to be happening. Josh was definitely the A side, right? And he said, man, told Eddie Hearn if they piss around again, just keep doing what you're doing, basically. You know. So he was saying that they're cynical and that they're greedy. Deontay Wilder side. So you go 50-50. What's up with that? So I'm thinking to myself at the time I'm reading it, I'm like, well, these are statements that if you came in right now, right, then you would be like, hey man, it's a $15 million deal on the table for April or something, right? Who doesn't take that? Yeah. But Dave Higgins has been around from the beginning. Now I know his fighter fighting with a matchroom fighter, Dillian White, Joseph Parker getting together, so he's dealing with Eddie Hearn a lot. So who knows what that's all about? But he does know most of the details because we do, right? So, I'm thinking, Deontay Wilder has to be fair, and we're talking about 50-50 split, right? Now, everyone, I think, knows that Deontay Wilder's first offer was this: I will take anything that you give me, even 10% in the first fight, as long as you take that in the second fight. Fair? Unreasonable? Okay. Then we'll go to the next one. Why are we talking about 50% now when we know, everyone knows that Deontay Wilder was, okay, give me 40%. That's all he asked for. And he would go to England to fight you in your backyard for 40%. Heavyweight champion, undefeated, WBC heavyweight champion, the most prestigious belt, and he hasn't lost and knocked everyone out. Just asked for 40%, right? To go to England, not even to the States. Couldn't happen, right? That's when the things got interesting, and Joshua asked for 50 million that didn't think was going to happen, right? So the unreasonable side that only makes 2 million a fight went to gather up, galvanize people, and sell this idea that this fight is going to make 100 million or whatever. But they were able to get 50 million, right, guaranteed for Anthony Joshua. Now, that's not easy to do for people that are only making 2 million a fight. Now, is it? You understand? So that at that point, let's get Joshua what he wants, and then we can have the fight. We have to have it in Vegas, but we got that fight, right? We can get that money. Now the risk is on Deontay Wilder's side in this particular point because he's not guaranteed anything. What if that fight generates 51 million? Deontay Wilder got a million minus what he got to pay people, right? There's the risk there. But not just for the people who were thinking, well, what if it generates so much more than 100 million, right? And then they 250 million. Then Deontay Wilder's side, what? They're supposed to get 200. He's supposed to get just 50. No, that's not how it works. Even if it generated 100 million and more, then Joshua's money goes up. Sound unreasonable to you, right? Doesn't matter where the money comes from. Now, with Joshua, then he switched, even though he asked for that. So he switched. Now, I know most of you people know that, but that's why it's a little bit ridiculous. But, they say, well, Joshua's filling seats. He's the only one filling seats. But filling the seats are not generating 100 million. So you go where that was. Wherever the 100 million was going to be, that's where you go, if it's less seats or not. But at the end of the day, you have another opinion and whatever, right? That's what I'm saying. But if people are thinking two different ways on this. I do think that most people think that Joshua is the problem in these negotiations. But if if the A side means that, and you don't have to fight anybody, you don't have to be reasonable, or you can send them a contract with no dates on it, saying sign 8, 9 months after, and then at the same time, hey, you have to rematch me if I lose, but I don't have to rematch you. So it seems like you're not giving enough respect to a champion. I mean, that sounds like some prospect getting a shot, but this is a champion. But I understand, what this is. It's not exactly just about boxing anymore. It's about this being right on some kind of point. But at the end of the day, we're all forgetting that it's a unification match for the undisputed heavyweight championship. And I think once you get 60-40, you think Lennox Lewis is just crazy all of a sudden? You know what time it is, and that's exactly what he said. It's worth 60-40. So that's what it should be right now, and we should just get over with it. That should be that. He should get a percentage, just like Joseph Parker did, and it should be over. I don't know why we want to make sure that Deontay Wilder gets so much, and we just want him to sign a $15 million deal now. That could be anything. I mean, they should say $15 million to $40 million, and then after that, you can start making more. Anything. But really, 40% is not too much to ask here. But whatever, even if it's the most he's ever earned, because 50 million would have been the most Joshua ever earned, especially if it would have went up to 75 or 80 million. So it doesn't matter. It's all relative. But at the end of the day, like I always say, is we're not getting a fight. So David Higgins thinks, yeah, Deontay Wilder and them greedy, then that's what's up. But I do know this: David Higgins does know what happened from the beginning, right? So it's interesting to know why he's thinking this way. But there you have it. We have people thinking both sides, and you got to present both sides for what they are, right? I'm on the other side, though. I'm gonna be honest. Film Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.